Let's see today here how self-help groups working in the rural areas, especially for the poor. In the previous session, we have studied that how the poor households are still depending largely on the informal sector, largely coming in the informal sector, depending mostly to the money lenders or traders or other businessmen for getting the loan. Okay, so here banks are present everywhere in the rural urban areas, but in rural areas very rarely banks are not available. Okay, we can find very few areas in the rural area banks are available, so that it's not possible for the people to get cheap loans in the rural areas. So that there are nowadays other mechanism by the government has arranged how self-help groups are working for the poor. So here we can find in the informal sector, when the people are taking loan from the informal sector, huge rate of interest they are paying. So here, as we have seen, the bank loans require proper documentation and collateral. We need some documents, then we have land or house or other documents we need to submit to the bank. In the absence of this collateral or this document, one major reason which prevents the poor from getting loan from the banks is collateral only. They do not have proper collateral or proper documents for submitting to the banks. Then automatically, generally they have to depend on the informal sector informal sector loan providers like the money lenders or traders. So here the borrowers personally know the person here in the money lender or trader, so that they are money lender or trader, they are ready to provide as much as the amount as loan to the poor people in the rural areas. Okay, so here they don't need they never take any collateral or any document from the poor people in the village areas. But after, if the borrower is unable to pay back the loan on time, and the money lender or this lender will harass the people, okay, harass the borrowers. In recent years, people have tried some new ways in the rural areas, especially for providing loans to the poor people in the rural areas. The idea is to organize rural poor people, in particularly women. We know that they make a group of women from each family. One member will be the one woman will be the member of this group. Okay, so these are called small self-help groups, especially we say SHGs in the poor region. They pool or collect all their savings every day. The women who are going to work in the agriculture field or any other labor work, or some sort of smaller amount, 25 rupees or 50 rupees from their daily earnings, they are collecting together. So all these savings can be collected together, or from every household one woman will be the member of this group. Okay, so 15 to 20 members group are members of one group, this self-help group. For that, and with this pool amount or collected amount, they can apply for the more loans. They can deposit in the bank and they can also apply for loan. So loan is actually in the name of the group, not individually. That means all the members are collectively responsible for paying back the loan or retaining the loan with interest. So with the loan amount which they have received, that can be from the bank or any cooperative society, they can get the loan. So with this amount, they can establish any small scale industry or cottage industry, or also they can collectively cultivate the land in the villages where. Okay, so here all these people all can buy establish small scale industries also in their locality. So most of the important decisions regarding the taking loans or savings or repayment of loan, etc., all the members of the groups take together. So this group decides how much loan has to be taken, how its repayment, etc. All the decisions are taken collectively by all the members of the groups. So the SHGs or the self-help groups help borrowers to overcome the problem of lack of collateral. So there is no need of collateral, don't need to submit any document of land or any other proper property to the bank when the group is collectively responsible, so that they are easily provided loan cheaply from the bank or cooperative societies. So here this not only helps the women in the rural areas to become the financially self-reliant. The regular meetings also they are conducting, so that how these all matters they are discussing. Okay, so here with this amount they are also women in the rural areas become self-sufficient, so that or self-reliant, so that they do not get the harassment from home also. So here we will see how Grameen banks in Bangladesh has taken such kind of achievement. Grameen Bank in Bangladesh is one of the biggest successful stories in the reaching the poor women to meet their credit needs in a reasonable rates. So that in Bangladesh the Grameen Bank were providing the very cheap loans to the poor women, especially poor people in the rural areas. It was started in 1970s as a small project. The Grameen Bank in 2018 has become the over 9 million members about 81,600 villages. It is spread all over Bangladesh. So it was like a small project they started, but it became large bank in especially which is set up in the rural areas. Okay, so that people, almost all the members or the borrowers are women and being protested poorest sections of the society. So these borrowers have proved that not only the poor women reliable borrowers, but they can also start and run variety of small industries. Okay, many types of small scale industries, agriculture work, etc. Especially women can get a cheaply loan from these banks. They can establish industries, a small scale industry or the cottage industry, so that women in Bangladesh has become self-reliant without depending their family or their male members of the family. Also, when financially they are becoming self-reliant, they get a good position in the society and even in the family, so that the harassment from the husband or male members in the family or the society will be less, so that they can take care of themselves. Okay, so that banks in our country also has to provide cheaper loans. How it should be, they need to study how it should be accessible to the poorer people in the rural and urban areas in India, so that our country also will be developed in such a way.